I have made a horrible, horrible mistake. And I don't really know who to talk about it with, so like I'm just gonna share it publicly online because that's always a smart thing to do, right? I have this feeling that I'm in the wrong place. I feel like if I wasn't here in Ohio, I wouldn't have crashed my motorcycle. I wouldn't have gotten road rash permanently on my arm. I don't think I'd be feeling the way that I feel right now because of it. I visited California for the first time last December, and ever since I have been obsessed with that state. Motorcycles to me are one of the greatest things in my life, and to me, put simply, that state is a motorcyclist state. Lane splitting's legal, the weather in SoCal is perfect all year round. My point is, I just feel like a calling to a certain place. So from an outside perspective, if someone was telling me all this, I would be like, hey bro, you gotta go where you feel like you belong. If you like a place, there's nothing stopping you from moving there. I mean, you're an adult. You can just pick up and move anywhere you want, whenever you want. Like, you have free will. You can just do that. Things are expensive, but like, you can always figure it out. If you have passion, if you have determination, I believe that you can literally do anything you want in the world so long as you have that determination. So like, I'm positive I could figure things out. But there's a few things that's like holding me back, and I have to finish school. I'm a senior in college. I literally, like, I have to finish. I've made it this far, spent so much money, spent so much time, like, might as well just finish college, right? And then there's my parents. My parents live where I live. I don't want to just up and leave. Like, they're alive. I don't want to just throw that away. I love my parents. There's my friends here. I have friends here, and I don't want to leave my friends behind. They have jobs here. I can't just up and leave them. I just hate the fact that a place that I like and I want to go and visit, see, and live, I just hate how that has to be so far away. Like, it's not just as simple as just like, all right, I'm just gonna go live somewhere new now. It's like, no, it's more complicated than that. And the weather's getting colder here. It's kind of chilly out today. That's why I have a jacket over there, and I have these thick gloves and thick pants. Proper riding gear, but it's getting cold here. And this winter is coming, and it's not gonna be good. And here's also what I'm concerned about. I don't want it to feel like I'm like running from anything. I'm worried that like, so obviously like you have mental things, like you don't want to, getting a new fresh set of scenery is nice. It's a nice change of pace, kind of gets your mind off of things for a little bit. But even staying in California for 2 weeks over the summer, it's like, yeah, you could try to like outrun problems a little bit, but like, even though you're in a whole new area, it doesn't mean that everything just goes away. You aren't like a completely new person. So I'm worried I make the decision to move out there, and then like, if I regret it, then I threw away school, threw away friendships, threw away seeing my parents. For what? But on the other hand, you could just yellow it and just be like, yeah, yellow, right? They gotta move. You don't know until you try, which is how I feel about a lot of things. I don't know, this just feels like a human thing. Like, it's nervousness about the unknown. I don't know what would happen but you don't know until you try. It could be the greatest decision I've ever made in my life, but it also could be the worst. Or I could just stay here and live in mediocrity. But I just know, had I moved, that fucking crash shouldn't have happened. It just makes me so mad. I'm like, why? Like, why? You know? It's not even the fact that, like, it happened to me. I'm like, whatever. Fucking, it's a motorcycle crash. It happens. But now I'm like, I don't even want to hit up my friends to ride anymore, because I feel like I'm just a bad influence. Because I know the way that I ride, I'm not barely making any changes. I've changed the bike that I've been riding around recently quite a bit. I love my friends. I love hanging out with them, but I just feel like I'm going to be the reason that someone else gets hurt. I had recorded a bunch of like reckless stuff, like popping wheelies and speeding a little bit, which is like stuff I do on my own, but I don't usually post and record. I felt okay about recording it because I'm like, I'm making a stable amount from the safe content that I'm like, oh, I can, branch out a little bit and get demonetized a bit and not care. Because, like, what does that matter? But now I'm sitting here, I'm like, if someone else is watching me pop a wheelie and like, yeah, it's awesome, it's sick, but am I going to inspire somebody else to do it and then end up getting hurt because of it? Or is it by watching it, people get it out of their system so they don't feel the need to go out and do it? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, basically, is the point of making this video. I feel so stupid, and just, there's things I want to make, but it's just, because this hobby is so inherently dangerous, I don't know. It'd be a lot easier if I could just like not think about it, But this is stuff that I think about because now the weather is getting worse and worse. I'm going to be riding less and less. So by riding less, I'm going to be thinking more, and that's not good. Thinking more is bad. I just want to, turn brain off, pop wheelie, no big deal. So I don't know. One of these days I might just up and move to California. I don't know. I might just run out of, the will to stay at one place and just try to go for a change of scenery, Ideally, I'd like to have a place here and then have a place out in California, have 2 bikes here, 2 bikes there, just like switch whenever I want. That'd be really cool. But the problem is I have to finish school, and that's going to take like another year. School takes up a lot of time, and that sucks. And there's people here I care about, and I want to be able to see whenever I want, and that's hard. Basically what I'm saying is I want to run. I just want to like sprint somewhere and just keep fucking going somewhere. I hate sitting still. I feel like things are... I hate the stupid foot, bro. I hate it. I want to just go for a walk. You know, I can ride the bike because I'm sitting still. I'm not moving that much. I can shift because the broken part is on the outside. I can shift right here just fine. I can't believe I'm riding with a broken foot, dude. It's the dumbest thing. I can't just sit still and just like heal up for a little bit. I mean, that's mostly healed for the most part, but like why, like riding with a broken foot, that's insanity, bro. I want to try to like spin this in like some positive message, which is something I usually like doing. I take something negative and I try to like put a positive spin on it because it's just like, it's a nice way to look at life. If you just go through life self-loathing about every single thing and not learning anything, you're not going to improve as a person. But it just doesn't feel like there's much of a lesson here. Like, it's just that urge to like want to go, to just move, to just keep going. I want to go for a fucking run. I want to go for a jog. I like jogging. It's moving, getting your heart something to do. I can't. I literally can't. I'm gonna go work out or something. I'm gonna go finish up this ride while the sun's still out here. I barely got to enjoy it today, so I'm just gonna go enjoy a motorcycle ride and probably go lift some weights later, because that's something I can do. That's what I've been doing this entire time while trying to recover, and it just doesn't feel like it's enough. We're cool. We're gonna keep, you know, pushing forward, but you know, it's one thing to say like keep moving forward, keep pushing forward. Finding that path to keep moving forward, I think, is the difficult thing sometimes. Like the act of keeping moving forward, that's like something I think a lot of people struggle with, but like it's more complicated than that. Like, yeah, pushing forward is one thing, but navigating that path that you know is forward is also hard. Does that make sense? Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go pop a wheelie or something.